Thanks for watching the Highly Unspoken podcast, the realest, truest podcast out there. I haven't said that in a while. I'm going to say that it's going to be at the very beginning, too. We're going to put that at the very beginning. Boom. So enjoy the podcast. I hope that you don't hate us because it was very controversial. This one was very controversial.
I don't think so. Just the beginning was a little talk back. Not
Beginning
everybody
was a
cares
little
about.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get grown-up shit.
I mean, like I said, she gave me $500 and she got me and Violet like a air fryer, like a Ninja one. It's big, it's dope. I was like, yes, I needed it.
Damn.
Good air fryer. You know what I mean? I can cook French fries and chicken fingers at the same time, and they don't got to touch. They can sell them. You know, it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to use it.
Damn, fancy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Fancy.
Like,
Tanya went fancy.
I know she did. She went all out.
Go crazy, Tanya.
Yeah.
This is Hawaiian shaved ice. Alani, whatever fucking energy drink. This is a fucking vegan energy drink again.
You drink all the energy drinks, huh?
They had them at Bazers. They didn't have the ones that I drink. I don't try Monster and Red Bull, and I used to drink those all the time, but these have less sugar. Like you can just tell
they have zero sugar.
They're not healthy for you.
Oh,
but they're way more healthier than them bitches.
Oh, probably, maybe. Who knows? I'm sure they definitely are.
Oh, that's fucking disgusting.
Oh God, you got a bad one. Which flavor is it?
Fucking shaved ice. So it's like a strawberry with a lime. That's what it looks like. I thought it would have been fucking fire.
Celsius. I need more of the green apple cherry in Terre Haute. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's not been here. I can't find that shit nowhere. I stop at like every other gas station too, because I'm like, you know what? I'll try this gas station out while I'm this way.
No, stop doing that.
What?
You're gonna pay more for if you go.
No, I just go and I just look because I know it's not at certain gas stations. So if I'm like stopping to get gas, whatever, look, I'll look today. Let me see if they got them here. And it's just been none of the one I want.
Go to the stores,
bro. I've done it. I went to Walmart, like you said.
No, you're looking for a certain flavor. I just look for the bargain.
No.
That's why I like the Rain store. These bitches is only like $1.50 at Menards.
These Fuji apple pear, clap.
No,
they're fire.
Sounds disgusting.
That's what I would think too. But they're good.
Anything with an apple,
and then
probably shouldn't be a drink.
Yeah, right. You don't like apple Snapple? Have you ever had apple Snapple?
What the fuck is apple Snapple?
You know what Snapple is, right? The drink Snapple. Like they make teas and fruit drinks and stuff like Snapple. They got like an apple one, bro. I swear to you, it tastes like you bit into an apple, like the exact same taste. It is so weird, and that's how this one kind of tastes, but it has like that pear to it. But I also did have a blue raz lemonade today, and I was of Celsius. And that was the first time I seen that flavor, and it was pretty gas, but it wasn't carbonated. So you fucked up there, Celsius. Whoever's running that shit, carbonate that shit, bro. Carbonation makes every drink better.
What energy drink is not carbonated?
Yeah.
That's kind of disgusting.
It was still good. But
I had one of their ones that wasn't carbonated, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
this is.
Did you try the tea? Was it the tea one?
No.
Like mango sun tea, green tea.
No, definitely not. It was. I don't know what flavor.
It wasn't too. They're not too bad when they're not carbonated. It's just
what the fuck is that?
That's a horrible idea. What time? I don't know. It's just a koozie.
Some tall boys, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying not to drink them as fast because, like I said last time, I've noticed I'm going through 3 drinks before you go through 1, bro.
Oh, I mean,
it's crazy, dude. It doesn't make sense. In an hour's time, there's not a day ever that I'm just at home or at work or anything, and in an hour's time, drink 3 drinks.
never.
There's never. I mean, unless I'm drinking to drink. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I gotta start slowing it down or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't make any more sense because I got a bigger can this time.
Yeah, not at all. So now you're like drinking 4 beers.
No. This is like would be close to 3 because these are only 16 ounce. Regular beer's 12, so it's like 2 and an 8 ounce beer.
Oh. Did you watch that podcast with Dr.Umar?
Not the full one. I just keep seeing clips everywhere. I'm not watching Joe Budden podcast. I think I'm lame anyway. You lame, Joe Bud.
Well, I don't got a problem with Joe Budden.
But I just don't.
I just can't fucking watch people just shit completely on shit.
There's just constant shitting on people.
Dr. Umar just consistently shits on the white race.
Oh, he does. He's fucking crazy.
I get it. Like, our ancestors did some fucked up shit. But what the fuck does my ancestors got to do with me? I probably ain't even related to the motherfuckers that had slaves.
Well, fucking Umar just be talking dumb shit, spewing shit. That nigga literally got 2 baby mamas. Ain't married to one of them, but wants to preach all this love thy black woman and stick with your black woman. Like, dude.
What's fucked up, though, is I love black women.
I know. You do.
And that...
He would hate on that so much.
Yeah.
He hates you for just doing that.
That's fucked up.
I don't get why you wouldn't want to, like, listen, here's how I see it. As a black guy, as a mixed guy, I don't want to offend nobody out there, even though I am black, but, you know.
Be careful, the internet's kind of crazy.
I'm considered black to a majority of the race, so, of the human race. But, but wouldn't we want to extend our blackness throughout the whole world? Like, I get he's like, don't interracial breed. No, dude. Make it make sense where we're just solidifying our singular race instead of, I don't want to say it like this, but I say it like, we're going to fuck these white women and take over their race by making their babies more pigmented. We're turning white people black. We're giving them more pigment. So we're consuming a race in a way. And I say this lightly because I don't mean it how I'm saying it, but that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, instead of just keeping it singular and race baiting and being like, you can't date white women, that's weird, and you shouldn't do that because you're doing nothing for your community. No, I feel like I'm doing a lot for my community. Impregnating white women, a white woman, because I only got one pregnant. Impregnating a white woman because I'm extending our race. I'm extending it. I'm making it bigger.
Well, as a
white guy.
Now, as a United States citizen, I believe that there is only one race.
The human race.
The human fucking race.
Right.
There is no color.
Until a motherfucker start bleeding purple and shit, it don't fucking matter.
Now look, y'all might have an extra ligament or muscle, whatever the fuck it is.
We don't know. White people might have something.
You got the same organs.
White people might have something that black people don't have.
You got the same organs. You got the same blood.
Mm-hmm.
They same.
He's letting y'all know. Hey, black, white, Asian, Filipino.
We're not gonna put that in there. We're not putting that in there.
Oh my god.
We're not putting that in there. No way. We putting that in there.
We're
not. Yeah. Fuck no.
That's all right. Well, we'll jump into the podcast.
There's only one race for sure.
Yeah. The human race. Like we said this last week, bro. Until aliens come here and until something besides the human race is here. Why are we fucking against each other?
Well, see, I look at it like this. It's always racist when the white guy says it. But when every other race says some shit,
I don't know, because I see white. I'm mixed, so I see white and black Twitter. Yeah. I see when white people get pissed about black people saying certain things. They're like, oh, all right, if that was a white dude, then you go to them comments.
It's always because
but it's the same way. It's on black Twitter. It's the same way. You'll see something happen. Like, if that was a black dude, he'd be getting fucked up right now.
I mean, the internet's fake, though. Like, think about how many black people hang out with the countryest of fucking country people. And
I mean, it just depends your area.
You're right, but it's not like. The internet makes it seem like everybody hates each other. Yeah. I could tell you, I know some hillbillies that rock with black people more than they rock with hillbillies. Like,
me too. Me too. I get what you're saying. I don't know. It's slippery. It's a slippery slope.
No, it ain't slippery slope.
It is. It's weird, bro.
Nah, the world's just pussified.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of pussies.
Slippery slope.
They like to live in the past. They like to live in the history. They like to stay in the old times. Yeah. The fuck does some people 100 years ago don't even know, like, I don't know any family member that knows anybody of like that,
I mean, you don't, but other people do.
I'm certainly sure my mom doesn't know anybody that was,
I mean, I'm just saying you don't. You're like you and I mean, your people don't. But there's definitely people out there that be like, yeah, my great great grandpa, he was beating the shit out them slaves.
That's probably in the South.
I mean, it's all over, but I mean, well, you can move wherever. Yeah. But you remember, I got this money because my grandparents owned a cotton field and shit like that. They owned land back in the day. What do you mean they owned land back in the day? I mean, if they owned some land like that, they had some slaves, bro. I hate to say it, that's just how it was. That's crazy. Yeah. But all right, guys, let's get out of the racial slurs.
Racial slurs?
I didn't say any racial slurs. Let's just get out of the racial topics for a little bit, and we're going to just jump into the podcast because we haven't even done the intro yet.
You'd be so scared.
I'm not scared. It's just, there's no point in talking about it because all it is, it's like you said, all it does is try to stir up shit, and there's no point.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Wait, I said that?
No, like, yeah, you said it's all fake, and it's just like they try to make us hate each other. Yeah. It just tries to stir 100%. Up shit. That's all
they do is try to make you hate.
And it's bad. I used a lot of hand motions just now.
That's how you get the point across. That's how people like paying attention to people with hand motion.
Bitch ass motherfucker. Anyway, I'm sorry for calling.
Well, they're not going to pay attention when you call them bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
He apologizes.
I said I'm sorry. I did say I'm sorry. I said it right after I said it.
If we had a swear jar, we probably already have enough to buy newsstands.
We'd have so much money. We can buy some. I'm ready. Whenever you are. Told you this. Just let me know. Send me a text like, hey, Dylan, I'm about to order these stands. I need such and such. I'm like, okay.
Christmas was literally like fucking 4 days ago. He's talking about, I'm ready whenever you are.
I got Christmas money.
That's great. Spend it on your daughter.
I did. I bought a car seat and stroller today.
Nice. Yeah. Succeeded. That was a success.
$300, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just a little in my head lately.
That's fun.
So I'll be a little spaced out.
All good.
Thinking.
Take your time to yourself. Mental breaks. It's all that matters. Get your mind right.
Just trying to plot the year before the year come. But hit him with the intro. Because it's 10 minutes in.
I know. We have been
13 minutes in.
Jesus, we're going to have to cut
There's that number, 13. Look at that fucking 13.
Welcome, everybody. I said welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Yo, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Highly Unspoken Podcast, the podcast where we sit down and talk about anything, everything,
and all things.
I'm your host, Dylan Gordon, a.k.a. Deal With Me on all major platforms, sitting here with my man, B-Lo.
Yo, I'm B-Lo.
Yeah.
Call me Low Key if you want. You can call me Brandon.
If you don't call him at all.
Yep. well, if you call me, I'm probably not going to answer regardless, so it don't matter. I don't like answering the phone. I hate talking on the phone.
If it ain't about money, don't call my phone.
I'm probably not going to answer. If you're calling about money, honestly, just text me, because it probably ain't that fucking important. Unless you need it done right immediately, and then we'll get on it. But, yeah, man, a lot of people just be bluffy on the money. Hey, yo, what's this cost? Tell them, all right, bet, I'm going to get with you.
When they do that, they ask like 10 other people.
Then you get the you get the dot, like you don't get nothing. It's just dots waiting, like they never come back.
When
like
they ask you that, they asking five to 10 other people the same question.
Bro, I'm gonna start charging you just to fucking ask me that question.
You're
like,
stupid.
Shit. Yeah, man. Well.
I guess let's turn it to a funny light moment and talk about that new episode of South Park that dropped about a week.
Yeah, if y'all are still here, I wonder how many people you think dropped off with
the race shit. If you left after that, you're a weak motherfucker. Get through it.
I think he tried to. Did you try to make it?
I wanted on. I did fuck that up because I was gonna say a weak ass motherfucker the first time.
And you tried to,
but
make
I said weaky mother. I don't know what
you
happened.
tried to make like a fucking like, what's that thing called? Like a synonym?
Not. You said that last week on the last podcast that just dropped. You said something about a synonym, and it's not that at all. You're talking about like a rhyme or something, right?
No.
What was you talking about?
Like an acronym. He tried to make an acronym.
Like where two words be the same thing. That's what an acronym is, right?
No, it's like where like LOL, laugh out loud.
No, I thought that is that an acronym? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Fuck,
sure. Dude, I don't know English that well.
Definitely.
Well, I know English, but I don't. I was actually pretty good in English class. Now that I think about it. But anyway, we're gonna talk about that episode of fucking South Park. It's wild.
That was a good episode.
It was crazy.
What? Why do you think it was that crazy?
Cause bro,
dude's tripping about it.
No, I'm talking about what's his name? Randy having his dick out the whole
that
episode.
Is fucking fried.
The whole entire episode. Randy was Donald ducking it, bro.
They showed it.
Yes, they showed him.
They
Donald
didn't
ducking.
used to show it back in.
They put it on there. This is a parental guidance like part, and it showed like After Night South Park or something. I was like, oh shit, what is happening? And then his wife fucking they made the OnlyFans, and hers was killing his. He was pissed.
she was getting smashed because was watching it mad about.
And who's that guy? Like, bro, wait.
He wasn't even mad about.
No, he did not care that she was fucking another dude or something. Or whatever the other dude was doing. We don't know because it didn't show that part. It didn't show hers. It only showed Randy's.
Yeah, it only showed Randy's.
It was just so funny because they were so outraged, or he was so outraged at first. He's so like susceptible, to
10,000 a week.
10,000 a week. He literally was. He was so hype, bro. Went home and immediately got on shit. She came in and said, "Randy, like, what are you doing?"
I'm substituting.
Sorry, Sharon.
I'm substituting our income.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Randy.
And she started doing it, was rocking Gucci and shit. She had all the Chanel purses and stuff. Shit is fried, bro.
It's easy for a girl with pretty looks to make
money on OnlyFans.
For sure.
But, I always like how they always have two stories going on, too. And they kind of coexist with each other, but because they're making fun of Logan and
the fucking... Cuz fucking did it with the Prime and shit.
Yeah,
weirdo, bro. He's a weirdo, bro.
Randy, baby. It was getting views from
kids.
But they can't be kids because they can't get on there.
That's what I remember. I talked about.
We
that
talked
shit
about that
last
week. A couple weeks ago on the podcast. We literally
that was
the week. Yeah, about a week or so ago.
Like the podcast
right
that they'll
Christmas.
See. Yeah, well, the podcast that they'll see after, like before this one. Cause we're about 3 podcasts ahead.
It's wild, bro.
So we're in the future right now.
It's so accurate. It's that their shit is always so accurate. Because they're like, well, kids can't be watching that. They're under 18. You got to be 18. No, bro. It doesn't matter.
Not at all.
Things that the hashtags he was putting and shit, like, were all like kid related. It was just so fried, dude.
Yeah.
That episode was nuts. Even the Prime shit was nuts when the kids were beating the shit out of each other for Prime. Yeah. Well, it wasn't Prime. It was Cred.
Which it's like I think they're shitting on two things at once. Like they're talking like they're shitting on clout and they're shitting on Prime.
Because people do stuff for clout. They got it for clout.
Yeah.
They wanted the holsters in the back pocket.
They got it for like cred. The cred. Like you remember like back at school, you gotta have good cred, you know. Or I mean, that was like back in the day, like before we were cred. Before we were in high school. But that definitely was a term.
It was funny. They switched up the group too because it was like more or less Craig was the in charge of this episode. It's funny because I always forget that his mom died and his dad remarried, and that's the new girl the new lady that was with his mom in that episode.
His mom died?
You don't remember? He didn't close the lid on the toilet. If you remember that episode, and she like sat in the toilet and it like flushed her guts out, and like it was his whole episode. It was like one of those where it was Craig's episode. And he accidentally killed his mom because he didn't.
Died?
Yeah, bro.
Well, they always kill Kenny, but he comes back. You think she'd come back?
They don't bring anybody else back but Kenny because we've already found out how Kenny always just somehow comes back. Like his mom always just randomly gives birth to him afterwards after he dies. You don't remember that either? Every time he dies, his mom just gives birth to another baby and he grows up real quick. I guess they put him in the little thing.
Nah, bro. You two, you know.
I've seen all the South Park episodes, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
I ain't seen that many.
Man, they've been. I'm glad they're progressing it though, because for a while it stayed the same, and then finally got to a point where Cartman lost his house. He was living in that fucking hot dog and shit, and he was pissed. Like,
yeah, that was a good one.
Man, good shit.
That was funny. Sold. They bought a fucking mansion next door. He wanted to become a real estate agent or whatever. Yep. Yeah, that was a good one.
Him and his mom both were doing it.
Yep. Yeah, South Park's clown.
She was like, fine, if you don't want me to have a job, bet. And then they had to move into a fucking hot dog. At the end of it, he was sick. He said, Mom, we live in a fucking hot dog.
The cat must have died, huh?
No, they still got the cat Kitty.
Oh, they still got the kitty?
Yeah, his cat. They still got that shit. He's still on the show. You just ain't seen him in a while, you know what I mean? Cartman's it's gotta be a Cartman episode where he's at the crib type shit to see the cat.
Kitty.
But they're pretty good about like keeping things like fluid and keeping everything like in order. Yeah. Like I said, the only person that really don't die is Kenny.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I said, because when I seen that, I was like, oh shit. I looked at it, I was like, yeah. His mom did die. That's why, because he was snapping on the stepmom.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, Janet, or whatever her fucking name was.
I've seen that. I remember. That shit's funny. Yeah, Mike Epps bought his whole block. That's crazy.
Did you see that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. They made a TV show. It's on like HBO Max. And no, he rebuilt a whole block in Indiana. Well, his actual house, because I guess he bought his old house a long time ago too. Yeah, right when he got famous, like the house he grew up in and was born in type shit. It's so cool that he's from Indianapolis, bro, and he's doing that shit,
In Indianapolis
type
shit.
Yeah. Restored a whole block.
Yeah. And they're nice houses.
No, he turned them from like cheap to like $500,000 houses. Mm-hmm. And then like also the people that were still living there, like he helped build up their house too, and let them live there still, things like that, and just build a whole community. That's fucking great. Yeah, that's fucking dope. Awesome. Absolutely.
Javante Davis tried to buy his block up and they caught fire.
Really?
The next day.
That's that bullshit. That's probably somebody hating.
Yeah. Somebody hating, that's for sure. So you gotta be hating. What? Or somebody's pissed because they bought their fucking. Somebody was living in it. Some homeless person was living in it, and he bought their shit.
Yeah.
Now he's got to kick them out.
You shouldn't do that if you're going to, if you're helping restore a neighborhood, you shouldn't be kicking people out. Fuck gentrification. That shit sucks.
What?
That's what kind of gentrification is like when an area is being developed better and overdeveloped, and then you get.
But they don't live there. They're not like they don't own the fucking building. They don't rent the building.
Mike Epps has a house there. He
I'm saying like if somebody like they were abandoned buildings, so there could have been squatters there.
No, I get that. Yeah, and those people will be pissed. Yeah,
or somebody in there cooking some drugs or something, and
no, I get that. I get that.
Bought. We got to get rid of it quick.
Yeah, no, I get that part. What I was saying was just like what gentrification is when you know what that is, when you buy up different parts of the neighborhood and it gets too expensive for the people to live there and they have to move. Yeah, like I mean that's not the definition of gentrification, but like. Because gentrification is like more or less like white people buying a black neighborhood and like putting Starbucks, this, that, and it just builds it up so high that motherfuckers can't afford to live there no more. The rent goes up, everything goes up because there's so much development going on. And you got to move. But like I said, Mike Epps did it where it didn't cause any of that. And maybe that's what I was saying. That's maybe what happened with what's his name. Like, and maybe people were starting to lose their places because rent was going up around that area because it's going to be developed really well with a lot of money. So,
probably, yeah. That's a possibility too. That's definitely a possibility to happen. A lot of things could happen in that situation, but it's a pretty good deal. There's a fucking lighter right there, dude.
No, that's not it. I'm crackhead lighter. Not it.
You gotta take the thing off and make it bigger. The Tesla robot thing is definitely fake, though.
You're for sure did it.
If you go read the actual article, it's not like one of the humanoid robots.
It was probably like a machine that just malfunctioned. Okay.
Yeah, it did. They said that it did it did pin the person against the car.
See that led the blood trail and everything.
Yeah, it definitely led. It was a horrific thing.
Well, they're dumb for putting pictures of like the humanoid robots that they're building. Because I know they're
fucking obvious. I know
clickbait.
Clickbait.
It's annoying. I know.
You seen that on No Jumper?
Right. You're right.
I know. Clickbait ass fucking media, fake ass fucking lame ass media. Like you're a hip hop media, and you're over here reporting about Elon Musk. That's not even fucking hip hop. It's like, bro, fucking fake news. Just like fucking like NBC and CBC, CNN and all that shit. Y'all are just the same. Y'all are just on fucking social media. You don't got a brick and mortar business and you're not on TV. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Fucking fraud. I'll be watching academics stream. Sometimes he be just blabbing some shit out, and then I'll be like, bro, you might want to go double back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fraud shit sometimes.
I mean, I do that sometimes on here. I say shit sometimes I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah. But
that's how our podcast is.
We're just talking.
Genuinely honest, and I'll even tell you, I might not know what I'm talking about, but this is how I feel.
Yeah.
But
facts. But yeah, no,
we don't fact check a whole lot of shit before we start saying it on here.
No, not at all. Got fact check shit. This ain't like if you're coming here to find some value to get rich or some shit, you're at the wrong fucking place.
Wrong podcast.
This is the place where we're
hanging out and telling you shit. Shit that you might already know, shit that you might not know.
Yeah. Hopefully you might have the same opinion. You might hate our opinion.
Yeah. Hopefully it relates with you though.
If you drop a comment down below. Let us know. We like to engage. Not very much engagement down there, but whatever. It's normally
we need more.
Shit. The shorts get more engagement and they don't ever talk back. They never fucking reply. They always want to leave a message and never reply.
Just shit talking.
Pussies. Pussy.
Oh,
always the ones that ain't got fucking real pictures of their faces or anything. They just fucking cartoons or random ass shit.
Yep.
Pussy. Oh, man. But yeah, they said it was like them robots that do put the cars together and shit.
That makes more sense.
It like malfunctioned
just hit him and
he was probably just in the way and it fucking malfunctioned and it's not a person. You can't stop it. It's a robot.
That motherfucker going.
Yeah, and you ain't got enough we're talking about a robot that picks doors up that like like you picking up a feather. That's how they pick it up. So
just easy movement.
Yeah,
it's in a automatic motion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like a feather trying to get out from underneath you when you have a cramp. It's not happening. That bitch is there, stuck. Sorry, you're gonna have to do. I mean, that's literally what it would be like.
Hopefully, the person's okay though. I
didn't read the article. I just
fully read.
I seen somebody talking about it, and he was a lawyer, and he was like, "Yeah, this is definitely fake. Go look at the article. It's right here." And then he talks about it, and he's like, "This is literally fake news." All in there.
That's how they get you. You're right. That's how they got me. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Mm-hmm.
One of Elon's robots started attacking motherfuckers already.
And the crazy thing, it's funny. People be like, "Oh, well, robots are gonna take over." Da 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 da. Yo, you do realize robots gotta have electricity. So the second robots start taking over, if you shut the power grid off, aren't they gonna be shut down
until they start building shit that's like running off a certain different type of electricity that doesn't, involve it.
We ain't got that type of information on the internet, so how are they gonna come up with that?
You're right.
Because they're only gonna be able. They can't just make up new knowledge.
I mean, that's what you hire certain people to do, to build. You hire people with these, that knows how to do certain shit and think. Okay, so this isn't real or anything at the moment that I know of. So think about Tony Stark's, I don't know if you know Iron Man. Mm-hmm. He died. His heart needed to be. It's like a nuclear reactor almost in his chest.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's powering him. It's powering, and he can put it in other robots and power them. So if there was power went out, those robots would still be working because they're running off a different kind of power. You know what I mean? It's a different kind of energy that these robots would be working off of. Now, if you EMP'd some shit, then they might shut down. But if you just shut the internet off and cut the power, that'd still be running because it's a different it's a different source of power.
Mm.
And I would think that's what Elon's shooting for at the moment.
No.
There's no way he don't got somebody working on an alternate source of power besides electricity. I guarantee it, bro. I guarantee it. That's something I feel like if I had that,
if we're talking about a car that can't even fucking charge itself and it's an electric car. Let me ask you this. How does it make sense that you have an alternator in your fucking car that charges your battery, but there isn't a fucking big enough alternator to put in a car to recharge the battery as it's driving? Wouldn't that make fucking sense?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe
I'm not a scientist or anything, but
that's what I'm saying. Maybe he's working on something that's for that, that you can do those things with. It just takes time to make those things. You gotta get patents and get approved for it without because people have made cars that run on water and they won't allow that shit. There's people that have cars that run on water, bro. That's a real thing, and a dude's done it and proved that it can be done. But they're not gonna allow that shit to happen.
He got murdered.
You know what I mean?
The government.
But I wouldn't, like I said, he's going to space and doing all this other shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere he's got somebody working on something as an alternate source of energy.
It's a possibility.
I wouldn't.
There's a guy in Africa that he ran a TV off radio frequencies. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, was running a TV off radio frequencies. Wasn't plugged into the wall. Anything. Africa. They're smart as fuck in Africa.
You gotta just build, bro. You gotta learn, read these books, and learn stuff. That's what it is. In engineering, an engineer builds stuff. You gotta build. You gotta know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All kinds of
there
shit.
ain't no books that tell you how to fucking make electricity out of radio.
But what you do is you combine things that you've learned from this subject and this subject, and you make something
just
yourself.
Like I said.
You create something yourself.
How the fuck is there an alternator in a fucking gas-powered car charging a fucking battery, but we got electric cars that run on batteries that don't have alternators in them to charge them?
Because I think I don't know if this is right, because I'm not a car buff or anything, But with the gas, when you start your engine, it probably runs something that runs that alternator, which would spin something in it and charge your battery.
No. So what makes the alternator move is the belt, and the belt is spinning when the car is moving. An engine. So it's moving.
Gasoline is what's like making all that happen.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You got to have gasoline.
The gas doesn't make the fucking alternator move.
The gas makes the engine go, though.
If the car is in motion, in moving,
your belts move when your car is in park.
So if a fucking electric car had an alternator on it big enough to restore the electricity being put out, and it's driving the alternator,
there's no gas going through an engine to crank the alternator. There's nothing going through.
You're cranking the alternator by fucking driving. I mean,
maybe, but it doesn't work that way with electric cars because it's just like electricity connected to the battery. There's no alternator in there, and you're saying why don't they put an alternator in there? And I think it's because you need like an engine to have something constantly going. It's probably hard. You can't produce enough electricity. It's more than likely what it is. There's no way to produce it without using an engine and gasoline.
I mean, I don't even know what an EV looks like, first of all, but I know about a gas-powered car. Yeah. Because I fixed my own fucking BMW.
Enough about cars to...
Yeah, well, I could tell.
I mean, I'm just... but what I'm stating is like facts.
No, you don't need a gas-powered engine to make a fucking alternator work. As long as if the alternator spins... I could put the alternator on a fucking treadmill and run on the treadmill and make it charge.
But it would probably, that's what I'm saying.
And it would produce electricity.
It's not going to be enough charge. It's not going to be enough power.
That's why I said, can they not make a big enough one?
That's what I said. They got to work on it.
To restore the power that's getting outputted.
And before that, they have to be able to make a battery that is producing enough energy and power to be able to charge that alternator. And that's why I was saying
what the fuck are you talking about? Dude. That's not what the alternator literally charges the battery in a gas-powered car as you're driving.
Yes, but it would also charge it while you're still sitting there. Like what you don't got to be driving at all. You can sit there and it will still charge it because there's gas in your car that shoots into the engine and powers that up to spin everything. Okay. And that's a lot of power compared to just what they got as a battery. So for a battery to be able to charge an alternator, it has to output a lot of power. And they don't have batteries that can put out, because there's going to be a battery pretty much charging your battery.
What are you? No, an alternator does not get charged. An alternator is the charger.
But it has to spin in order to...
In your driving.
But
so can't you... Goodness. You would counter the electricity that's going out of the battery to move the motors. You have motors.
You need more power because you're going to have to still power your battery as well as putting out. It's about the size of the battery. Shit. That's what I'm just saying. It's about the size and power of the battery.
But that has nothing to do with charging the fucking alternator.
That's the only way. If it's, you got to, because the battery also has to be able to run the car and charge the alternator.
There is no charging the fucking alternator. Dude, the alternator is the charger. The alternator is
But you have to have something to get the alternator going. And you're just saying driving is going to get it going. But also, you need to have power to drive. So something needs to be powering that alternator to get it to charge the battery. Yeah. Yes. So that's what I'm saying.
You're moving, Dylan.
Dude, that's not putting out enough power. That's not going to put out enough power. You need something that's going to flow the alternator to be able to charge the battery. It's not just you driving is going to be able to do that. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I said, can't they come up with a big enough alternator? That's what I stated at the very fucking beginning. And then you went down the line.
What I said was they would have to have an alternate power source that's going to charge this battery enough to also power that alternator and to do all this, to keep it in the cycle.
You didn't say power alternator first. You said charge the fucking alternator.
Charge, power.
Not the same thing.
That is the same thing. To give charge to something is to what? Give it power. Correct? You charge your phone. You charge your phone so it has what? Power. Right?
But you're not. No, that's no.
I meant this. That's the same thing. No, you're charging your phone for
That's
power.
like saying fucking mustard and ketchup are the same.
No, it's not. Not in any type of way. That is no.
They're fucking condiments that go on a hot dog.
If you're saying what goes on a hot dog,
they're the same thing.
If you're saying what goes on a hot dog,
that's exactly what you just said. Basically.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's two forms of the same thing. Energy.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying when I'm saying charge the alternator. I'm saying power the alternator. That's the same thing.
Well, okay, well,
that's not like ketchup and mustard. Those are two different condiments.
No, they're both liquid.
Now, if you were if you were to say relish or just a pickle, then okay. But okay, let's get off.
They're not the same fucking thing,
dude. Obviously, I meant when I'm saying you need a source of power to charge up this alternator.
So what they could, first of all, they don't charge the fucking alternator.
Charge the you know what I'm saying?
The alternator is charging the battery, Dylan. The alternator is charging the battery as you're driving, and you're putting your batteries. There's a fucking gasoline. We're in an EV car.
Okay,
you're driving.
So you want your battery? Here's what you're saying. You're driving so fast. You're driving fast enough where it's also charging your battery at the same time, and your battery is powering your alternator. That's what you're saying.
Dylan.
Oh my goodness, dude.
You don't power the alternator, bro. The alternator.
Something has to give the alternator power, bro.
There is no, bro. Listen.
And if there's no gasoline or engine, there is nothing to give the alternator power.
You ever seen the crank up radios?
Oh, yes. And you have to crank them really fast. And that's nowhere near enough power to fucking crank up a fucking alternator to power a car.
Oh my God, Dylan, the fucking alternator is the cranking. The alternator is you cranking the fucking
Something
radio.
Has to power that, bro. That's why there's gas in a car that goes through the car to the engine. The engine powers the alternator, correct? The engine is what powers up the alternator, because if there's no gas, you can't turn your engine on. Your alternator ain't even going to run because nothing's spinning.
All right, Dylan. All right, let me explain this to you. I don't think you. I'm
lucid and understanding.
No,
of everything.
I never said that you weren't.
I know. You never said I wasn't lucid or anything like that. I'm just saying. I get it.
Listen. All right.
You're not understanding what I'm saying at all.
First of all, I understand what you're saying. I don't think you understand what the alternator does. For some reason, you think that the alternator needs to have power to move. The alternator, this is what the alternator does, okay? You got your motor, and you got your, the fan that keeps the air moving.
Yeah.
You got the alternator.
I know.
Okay.
I've changed my alternator 3 times, bro. I know what alternator
what charges
your battery. Yes.
It has nothing. You can run your car without a fucking alternator, but your battery is going to run out of juice.
Yes,
your car is just going to die. Okay. The alternator has nothing to do.
Your car won't start without an alternator.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, if you get a jump. That's the only way I could. Yes, you have to get a jump. You have to get another source of power. But to get
the alternator, because the battery's dead, not because the fucking alternator needs battery.
I know
because the battery's dead.
But,
so if you make a big enough alternator in an EV car, an electric car,
you still need something to power.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Oh my God.
The alternator is just not going to power itself, bro.
Oh my God. Okay. It's not going to power It's not going to recharge the battery when it's not driving. So when you're sitting at stoplights or you're sitting in the car just chilling, it's not going to charge the battery. So you're going to be using electricity. So you need to obviously substitute that out. So what we do there is we put solar panels on the top. There's that. That electricity is gaining. Hopefully we got good enough solar panels that they can they can bring in enough electricity more than what you're using out of the battery. And then when you're driving, the alternator's big enough to basically put back in the same amount of electricity that you're putting out.
Okay, you said adding solar panels to give you what? More power? Yes, what is the solar panels for then, B-Lo?
To recharge the battery.
And that's to give the battery more power.
Right,
What do you?
Sure.
And that is what I've been saying the whole time.
No, that's not what you said the whole time.
I said you need another source of energy to power the battery more. But I said charge it instead of power. And you took my charge and just I said charge. I said charge.
Alternator. You said to power the alternator. There's powering the alternator.
There is, though, because the alternator's just not going to work without power, bro.
Yes, it does. Bro,
it doesn't.
We could get an alternator out of the fucking vehicles out there and hook up some wires to a fucking light bulb and twist that bitch and it will light up a light bulb.
And that... oh my God! Because you're giving it power. You're giving it this crank motion. That's giving it power. Something is making that move. Something has to give that energy. That's what I'm saying. You're saying you got to crank it. You can hand crank it yourself.
Yeah.
But that's me cranking it, me giving it power. You need something that's going to give it power to boost it, to give the battery power.
And you're driving.
Yes, I get that, but that's what I was also saying. I've said this from the beginning. It's not, you can't just do driving. You're going to need something else. Like you said, I said you're going to need an alternate source of power.
Right.
And you said you got to put solar panels on there.
I said because
that's giving it an alternate source.
I understand it not
so
sitting there.
We've been saying the exact same thing the whole entire time. Yes.
No, because when we go back, when they look at this, you're I don't know where you thought, I don't know, you think that the alternator is the alternator literally is just the fucking charger, bro.
Yes,
it's literally just a charger, bro.
Yes, but you need something to crank it and give it power.
To be cranking to get
you
to
need
produce
something
electricity.
You need something to give it energy to give the battery energy.
Right.
And that's what I've been saying this whole time.
But not power.
Here's what the thing is. You took me saying charging and thought I meant something completely different.
No, I took you saying power, give the alternator power, as if there has to be a battery there or a gas, it has to be
something has to be. There's
power.
Something has to,
like a TV needs to be plugged in to be turned on. The alternator doesn't have to be plugged into fucking anything.
No, but
to work.
you gotta do something to make it work. You have to put some sort of energy into it to make it work.
Yeah, but that's not what you were saying.
I said it, and that's giving it power. That's all I meant by that.
But okay, well,
energy,
that's
power.
That's not how it came out.
That's how it came out.
No,
that's how I meant it. That's how I meant it.
You might have meant that, but the sentence that you were saying was talking about it needed to be hooked up to have power.
It needs to be. Yes, it doesn't need to be hooked physically to anything, but it needs
that's
something.
What it seemed like you were saying.
But it does. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't need to be hooked up to something, but something has to be giving it power.
I get that.
That's all.
I mean, it doesn't have to give it.
You were thinking I was saying it needs to be hooked up to something. I get that too, but that's obviously not what I meant.
No, I'm thinking that you're thinking the fucking alternator is the battery.
No,
that's what I'm thinking.
No.
I'm sure that's probably what they thought you were thinking.
No, 100%. Once people see this, they're gonna be like. They argued about the exact same thing and didn't understand each other for probably 15 minutes.
I don't think so.
Dude, I was saying literally the thing that he said to me at the end was
because you know why? Because you didn't let me get out you didn't first of all let me get out all of it. You took with me explaining why don't they just get an alternator to run the battery, and then us, we like debating, so then we started debating and it turned into you're wrong and I'm wrong.
No, I didn't do that. It was you said why don't they get a battery or an alternator to run the battery?
I said an alternator big enough to recharge the battery as it's moving.
It doesn't matter about. I mean, the size of the alternator would probably matter, but like
Definitely
I said, it's still you need something to give that alternator energy, something to power the battery.
I don't think you heard what I like. This is where we're going. Here we go again.
Okay, we're just done with this
topic.
topic.
No, this is where we're going.
We're done with this topic,
I said they need an alternator big enough to recharge the battery as you're driving.
But
there's the power. There's the power or the recharge or whatever for the fucking alternator.
Driving. And I also said driving will not be enough. You need something more powerful.
You don't fucking... That's false. That's false.
I said that in the...
Driving would be enough. How is driving not enough?
Because when you're still driving your car, you also got your engine powering that alternator.
No, there's... That's exactly where we went wrong, folks.
No,
what are you talking about, bro? The engine is not powering the fucking alternator.
Oh my God, the gasoline in the engine is turning the wheel, which is running the belt through the alternator and making it spin to charge the battery. Am I wrong? The gas goes through the engine. It makes that fucking wheel spin with your belt. That is what's charging up that alternator, not your hand. It's the wheel, but the engine is making that wheel go to charge up the alternator, make it powerful enough to charge your battery. That's literally what is happening. When you put gas in your car, it goes through the engine, powers that belt. That's charging your alternator, shoots power to your battery. You still need something to power the alternator. And you're just not... You driving...
It's the same thing as your car just sitting there.
No, yes. So
it's actually putting more power because you're driving.
Look, when you have a bad alternator, you get a jump, you drive somewhere, you turn your car off, you can't start it again until you get another jump.
Right.
So yeah, when you need power to that alternator, bro. Something needs to be cranking.
And I said they need to make an alternator big enough.
Yes, I get big enough, but also you driving is not going to start your car again later because you need another. Okay, you're saying like we just said.
Yes,
say you.
Will.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yes, yes, it will, bro. I get what you're saying, but I don't like. You're wrong.
I'm not wrong at all, Bilo. In what way? Like I said, you just need another. Like you even said it. Put some solar panels on there to give it extra power.
I also stated they need to make
a bigger alternator. Yes, you don't care about getting extra energy from something else. The alternator just needs to be big enough to power the battery and be able to start your car afterwards. To give your car complete energy without having to charge it. That's what you're saying.
Recycle the energy that's being put out. Yeah, to recharge the energy that's being put out. But as you're driving, the energy that's being put out as you're driving. Yes. So then when you go home and you got to charge it, you don't have to charge it as much because regardless, if you're not sitting in the car as much, wasting a bunch of energy, and you're just driving with it, it's going to consistently stay charged.
Yeah.
Right.
So you need an alternate source of power.
The only time you would need that is if you're fucking sitting in the car,
chilling. That's what I'm saying.
Or hanging out.
They need another fuel source besides gasoline and electricity. They needed to make something new. That's what that whole thing when I said about Tony Stark's chest, the arc reactor. It's like a nuclear reactor that powers something. They need something like that to be able to put into the alternator that you want, the big alternator that's going to power everything and be able to keep it powered.
How did you bring that?
What?
How did you bring the Tony Stark in?
Because that was a whole thing about an alternate source of energy besides gasoline, besides electricity. You need an alternate source of energy that's going to also amplify the alternator enough that it's going to charge your battery while you're still parked and you're not moving. So you can start your car again. You need that's what I was saying this whole time. You need an alternate source of energy. That's not gas, because that's why it works so good in a car, because you have gasoline.
Bro.
A gas powered car because you got gasoline.
Bro. The alternator was a whole complete different subject.
Huh?
The alternator was a complete different subject. We had already Like we didn't talk about the alternator and all that.
And Tony Stark and shit. I know that was right before.
Yeah, that was a whole different subject.
Yeah, so but then I also said because. I just now pushed them together. Yes, I just combined it.
I know. So how are you going to say that that's what we were talking about? Because that's not all what we were talking about.
Because there's a bunch of times if we rewatch this, there's like 10, 15 times.
But that's not what I was talking about.
Yes, it is because like I said, 10 to 15 times I said. You need an alternate source of energy to power these things. You need something else to power it. Just the alternator is not going to be enough. You need an alternate source that's going to crank up that alternator enough to charge everything. An alternate source of energy.
And I said if they had an alternator big enough to
it's not about the size of it.
Yes, it does.
It's not about the size of it. It's about something else that's going to give that alternator energy, cranking energy, bro.
Dylan, does a Tesla go as fast as a fucking any car? Does a Tesla?
It goes way faster. I know it does. A Tesla goes faster than most cars.
So it driving isn't enough force to.
Obviously not. No, it needs an alternate source of energy to be able to do that.
Well, just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean that it's not possible.
I said this,
it's
dude.
Just the same.
I said, I bet Elon's got people working on people. I said this. Elon's got people working to on ways to make an alternate source of energy.
That had nothing to do with the.
That was before, dude. That was before. That had nothing to do with that said argument. All that before this, though.
But that had nothing to do with that just fucking past argument.
No, but you're just now adding. You're saying somebody's probably
adding it.
No, because you said Bilo. You just now said a second ago. Somebody. That's not to say someone can't do it. And I'm just saying. Yes, I already said that at one point in time.
It wouldn't be plausible for Elon to do that. Because
why? He's already got the electric cars. Why wouldn't he be trying to create an alternate source of energy that's going to replace everything so he doesn't have to charge?
It's just like the fucking.
It's literally what you're saying.
Literally just like the hydrogen motor.
But
wouldn't it make sense for them to do that? Why don't they do that? Because it takes away from their money.
Yes.
Isn't there? It's just like.
You asked, and that's what I'm saying. You asked me, and I answered you. That's the whole thing, literally.
Well, first of all, your answer at first was illogical. You just kind of didn't know, and then you started going down. Like I was not really explaining it correct, and then I don't know where you went. Then now at this end, you brought in the
part where
the Iron Man chest thing and this and that, and that's not what all I said was.
They needed a bigger alternator.
Need to make a bigger alternator to charge the output of electricity.
You said why can't they do that? And I said because they need an alternate source of energy. That's what I said. That's what I said. And that's what they need. And then also, and I just did bring in the fact that I said before, I bet Elon's got somebody working on something like that. I just brought that into the topic because you said to me, well, that's not to say they can't do it.
That's not the type of source that you were talking about. You were talking about maybe building a source for their robots.
Yeah, around that time I was, but that's still building a source of energy to power something. And I'm just saying that relates to what we're talking about. You need a source of energy to power that bigger alternator that you're talking about.
Which would be driving.
Yeah, it would. And that's what I'm saying. The driving obviously isn't enough, or else they would have done that.
And I'm speaking in a theoretical place.
And same here when I say I'm sure Elon's got somebody working on it.
You were talking to me like it's logical. Like nope, you can't.
It is logical.
I know. I'm speaking in theoretical. Like this is what should happen. Just like there should be motors that run off water.
And I'm just saying he could be doing that.
Just like cancer's been around for fucking years and there's no cure.
There's probably a cure out there. We just not got it.
Isn't Magic Johnson still alive? And he got
AIDS. Yeah, I mean,
okay. Well,
AIDS are still alive. They got
a cure for AIDS. What the fuck is this shit, dude? Like the world is not a logical place.
I know, but either way, I get what you're saying now. You were just saying what if, and I'm just saying.
I know, and you took it like a logical
route.
I
didn't. No, because you were just telling me I was wrong about something. I was just telling you the only way that
the way you were explaining it, the way you were saying
you asked me a question because you asked me a question, and I literally said to you the only way that they're going to be able to power that big thing is if they have an alternate source of energy, in which we came down to agreement that they would need. You're saying driving should be enough, and I'm telling you it's not, because
in my head driving should be enough to revert the energy that you're putting out driving. If you're driving an electric car, that literally makes so much sense. Why not?
I get what you're saying. I get that. But if that was the case, they would have did that shit in a fucking gas powered car a long time ago. So you can save money on gas.
Like they do. They have the hybrid. They fucking do it in a hybrid.
And it's okay. And it charge your battery better. And so
it's like part electric, part. I don't know what the fuck a hybrid is. I know what an alternator does. I worked on a gas powered. Yeah, like I literally worked on my own car for fucking. No, I get what you're saying, and that's what I'm saying, and that's all I'm saying. And they have made cars that run better on, and they do those little things, but to do it without gasoline at all and an engine that's supercharging this fucking alternator, you need some sort of energy. You need another source besides just driving. Or that, like I said, that's the furthest they got with it, was with the hybrids with the cars, obviously. No, man. I think that it all has to do with the money grab.
Oh yeah, because there's so many things. Obviously, yes. That's
if you gotta have something moving it the whole time, you can connect a fucking electric motor to it that runs off the battery that moves it faster to charge the output. There's so many things that you could do. It's the money. That's a money fucking grab. It's a money grab.
And that's. I mean, I get what you're saying there. You're okay. So you were just saying, what if I gave you like
I'm speaking in a theoretical. I know, and most sense.
But you were like, why? But you. The thing is, you said, why don't they just? And so I explained why they didn't, because you need that alternate source of energy or whatever. But you're like, well, they're not going to allow them to do that.
All right, let's go on to something else, because that's not at all.
You just said they weren't, or else they would run it off water. That's what we were saying earlier. If they just like let the dude run cars off water and that was a real thing, they'd lose so much money. So they shut that shit down. They're gonna try not to let Elon create an alternate source of power to be able to do those things with his electric cars. I mean, but that's why I said there's no way he doesn't have somebody working on that. Off the books working on that. Because why wouldn't you if you know what I mean? If I'm running electric cars to make them more efficient, using less energy, let me try to create this alternate source of power. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna illegally create this without the government knowing. He could do that somewhere. You think he don't got a bunker somewhere where he could be doing that? You don't think that? He's got facilities everywhere, B-Lo.
An alternate source of power. Nobody even spoke about an alternate source of power but you. I said an alternator is not. Dude. That's not an. Dude.
Oh,
let's go on to this. No,
because you just made that, dude. I know you said alternator. I know that. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is. You're just not agreeing with me on the fact that driving isn't enough. That's all it is. That's what you're right. Yeah. And I'm saying it's not possible until they create a different form of energy. That's all I'm saying. Well, besides gasoline, electricity.
We could sit here for fucking hours.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to chop that. We're gonna chop that shit all the way up too.
Oh no, that's not getting chopped up. They're listening to that.
No, that was too bad. That's too much.
Oh no, now it's too much. What?
No, just because, dude, we went back and forth for fucking ever.
That's the whole point of the fucking. What do you mean?
I mean, chop it up into a way that it's shorter, and we get both of us get our points across. But it was just too long, bro. It was like 25 minutes of just. No, look, I'm telling you, once
dude, you you keep going back to it.
I already tried to end it a long time ago. I did. No, hold on. When you're gonna go back and watch these, B-Lo, you're gonna hear me say, "All right, let's not talk about this no more. We'll just start something new." And you kept it going, and then when I was trying to get this point across, you were like, all right, we're going to stop.
You just agreed with me and then said that we need to cut it shorter. And now you're here again. You're back here again.
We're not even talking. We're talking about something. We're talking about just cutting. All I was saying was chop it down so we're both getting our points across. Because there was literally just a single motion in this that could have been solved where it was you think driving should be enough energy, and I'm telling you it's obviously not, or else they would have done it on gas-powered cars a long time ago. That's all I would. That's literally cut down the middle. That's where the disagreement is. Right there. You're saying them driving them cars should power that battery or should power the alternator enough to power the battery pretty much. Right? All right, dude. That's what you said, dude. Dude, you said driving the car would power the alternator, correct? Did you not say driving the car would power the alternator? Is that not what you said?
No, bro. I said driving the car will make the alternator produce electricity, which charges.
So driving the car would make the alternator do something. Driving the car would be powering the alternator to give it electricity to the battery. Yes, you said driving should be enough. That's where, like I said, that's all I was saying, the disagreement right there.
I never said driving should be enough. I said they should make an alternator big enough.
Yes.
Big enough.
Big enough. So driving... So that driving
is
can power. Yeah, so that driving is enough. That's what I've been saying. Literally, that you fell out of your chair. That driving is enough, and driving isn't enough. Is all. That's literally all I was saying at the end when you fell out of your chair just now. Was literally that you saying driving is enough, and I'm saying it's not. You need an alternate source of power. That's where our disagreement is. That's all I was saying. And then when I was saying chop it down was to chop it down enough, not 25 minutes of us bickering back and forth about something that they're going to realize from the very get-go that's what we're disagreeing on. Because you're going to see that. I'm telling you, when you go back and watch this, you're going to realize.
Oh, I'm going to go back. Yeah.
You're going to realize.
I'm going to send it to you like, please. This is where it
I'll
went
have
wrong.
them on my camera. I'll have them when I go home. So, but like I said, at the very beginning,
you got the double. You can
at the very
rewatch.
beginning, you're gonna realize, but like you're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, oh, that's where the disagreement started. And then I don't know how it got all confused and stuff. That's why I was just saying, just chop it up into the point where we get our points across, and it's just like, okay, we found.
I'm gonna chop it up. We're gonna have it cut up, and you're gonna be looking crazy.
No, you look crazy. You fell out of your chair. Because I said literally you fell out of your chair when I said that
this damn Masterson.
Danny Masterson.
Did you know Vin Diesel got fucking hit with fucking charges too? With allegations too, not charges, allegations in civil court for
sexual assault.
SA, SA, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But
yeah,
Danny Masterson got that 70s show guy
in 2010, I guess.
Yeah, they do that. 2003 for him.
Was assistant for 9 days.
Damn. Your mic's falling off.
That happens when you fall out your chair.
Yeah.
It's a good conversation, though. Hey, look at that. We're still friends. We're still friends. Damn. See, the internet, y'all, if y'all get in arguments like that, y'all, or bickering or whatever y'all want to call that, y'all fucking get mad and walk away and shit.
Yeah.
Look at that. We're still friends, and my mic's still falling.
Trash. I was doing that earlier too. I got to stay.
Fucking trash.
Yeah, bro. Danny Masterson, his mugshot came out today. Got 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I said. 30 years for 2 women in 2003.
You can't say that word.
Yeah, sorry. For the essay of 2 women in 2003.
Damn.
30 years.
How do they have evidence from 20 years ago?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's text, whatever. I don't know.
Do you have text from 20 years ago?
I guess not text. Sorry.
Because I don't have no text.
No, you're right. You're right.
Did they even have cell phones 20 years ago?
Maybe. Maybe. No.
They had Blackberries, I guess. Nokia. They had Nokia. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what evidence they had against him.
They had them snake, like the snake and the.
Yeah, I knew the snake games on there. Yeah, I don't know what evidence they had against him, but he got 30 years, bro. We'll put his mugshot up right here.
Damn, bro. Fucked up, man.
Hyde was the cool one on that 70s show too, bro. Damn.
Hyde?
Hyde from that 70s show. Curly hair dude. Wow. Yep.
You think he's gonna be on the Epstein list?
Probably. Damn. Maybe not. Him, I would think him and Ashton Kutcher, I think, are gonna be on there.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean,
Ashton Kutcher
was on some. Go ahead.
I seen that it's possibly 170 names now.
Oh, probably. Like I was saying, Ashton Kutcher been on weird shit for a while. He's married to Mila Kunis, and they met on That 70s Show, bro. She was like 14, and he was like almost 20-ish when like they were like dating on the show.
For real?
Yeah. And he was like,
well, how did anybody let that happen?
She was whoever, her parental consent, whatever. It's back in the day. So, I mean, I guess I don't know. Like I said, that was weird back in the day.
That had to even be before, like we were, like.
Well, That 70s Show didn't take place in the 70s. It was like, I don't know if it was the 90s or early 2000s. Honestly, when it started,
like the 90s.
Maybe, I don't know. I think it did start in the 90s, possibly. I'm not 100%. We can double check that and put it right there. But
he's fact checking us now. Put the fact right there.
Sorry.
Damn, that's funny. Well, that's not funny. That's crazy. That's fucked up. I said that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened there though. But he's fucked though. I'll tell you that. He is fucked.
Yeah.
30 years.
Yeah, that's a long ass time.
Hell yeah.
Maximum.
I think 30 to life is what he got.
30 to life?
I think is what it said.
Oh my gosh. How can they just 20 years later though? 20 fucking years.
I mean, this has been in like litigation and all that good shit for a couple years now too. But not like, you know what I mean, from like 2014 to now, I don't think. But
that's crazy though.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yep. Don't do no crazy shit.
Hollywood is just wild.
Mm-hmm. Dangerous place. Dangerous.
Yeah, man. More about Hollywood. Y'all keep taking our fucking our childhood away from us. Little bastards.
Yeah, they do change a lot of shit nowadays.
Littlefoot.
I think we already talked about
Littlefoot got a fucking mohawk now.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah, he looks like a fucking.
They look like fucking goofies, bro.
He's a dork.
Damn, none of them look like dorks in the fucking show like that we watched. Even Ducky was cool.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Petrie was a little bitch, but he was dope.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
Man. Next thing we know, they're going to be remaking SpongeBob or some shit.
Fuck, dude. Nah, he's too new. They got to do something different. And Hollywood don't own SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Hollywood's got to come up with something. It's Disney that's coming up with all this bullshit. Yeah. So I'm just thinking of what's the next movie that they're going to try to do. Let's see if we can.
Like, what you mean, like you talking about their animated
Which
shit?
one? Yeah, what are they going to try to remake with CGI? What you think?
I heard they're doing a Lilo and Stitch, like with
I believe it,
like a live action.
Huh?
Like a live. Are you talking? Okay, hold on. Are you talking live action or just turning a cartoon?
What the fuck's a live action?
With like actual people, but the like little characters that would be like the cartoons are like CGI'd.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, you know Moana. Mm-hmm. They're making that into live action with the.
You're
Rock.
talking about like the people are like real.
Real, yeah. Like I said, Moana. They're making that into live action, but you know how like they'll have like the fish and shit that they talk to or whatever be animated.
Yeah, animated.
Like, but they'll be good. It'll be good CGI type shit. I didn't know if that's what you were talking about, or you're talking about just rendering like our childhood cartoons into
I'm talking
like
about childhood
CGI,
cartoons
into just like the 3D-ish CGI type shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the oh, that one fucking movie where the dogs are kissing.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they already made a fuck. You're gonna have to chop the moment until I think of it, because it's gonna come to me.
I don't know what it's called.
Fuck! That is gonna piss me off, bro.
You're saying that loud as shit.
Sorry.
I'm just saying that hurts my ear. Like, you're making my right ear ring. And look at the spikes. The spikes are fucking.
That was probably from our argument.
Oh no, you were going hard in the argument. You were going hard in the argument. You was not letting me win. That's for sure.
There was no win or lose there. It was just not a split. At all. It was just a split.
I don't think that anybody won. I think that it just went nowhere.
Yeah.
We ended it the same place that we began with.
I'm telling you, when you go back and watch, you're going to be like, okay, they touched base on what they ended on at the very beginning. I'm telling you, you're going to be like, oh.
I think it'll be fun. I think it's going to be funny. It's going to be comical. Because it's serious. We were dead serious in that conversation, man. I think we were far from each other.
You'll see. We'll see.
They've already seen it if they made it this far. If you made it this far, you got a whole fucking hour. Like, that was like 30 minutes of us just shit. Know.
That's why I said you're going to chop it down while we talk.
That's about half the stuff. Fucking.
That's why I said we're going to cut that shit down, bro. That's.
It depends on how it looks.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I'm telling you, we rambled about the exact, like.
But that's what's funny. That's what makes our podcast funny, because we're genuine.
Yeah.
The shit's genuine. We're not planning this shit. We're not fucking scripting. We got some fucking notes over here. On a board that I can spotly see, because I'm looking at a bright-ass light at my phone. Together. I got fucking bright-ass lights on my face.
I should have spread them out more.
Like, if you look at the light and then try to look at the board, it's over. I can't even see them.
I can see, but I got good vision.
Well, look at the light and then look at the board. Tell me.
Oh, yeah, that kind of gets me.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Then exactly. I don't look right at the light ever, though.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I do for some reason. I don't know why. They always say don't look at the light. I do the shit that you're told not to do. So I look at the light for some reason.
Yeah. I feel. You know, talking about changing stuff, though, I would like to see like a live action, like Kids Next Door, like series of a movie or a TV series.
Kids Next Door?
I think a live action codenamed Kids Next Door would go hard. You just got to find the right kids to play these characters that got to be funny and genuine, and you know what I mean?
Tell them make a live action Phineas and Ferb.
That'd be. I never really. I seen a little bit of Phineas and Ferb, but that I didn't watch it that much to know.
No, that was like.
They might have already made like a live action Kids Next Door. Who knows?
I think it's broke. You're supposed to fucking do that.
No, I know that already. Mine did that a while ago. I just don't fuck with it. Mom been done did that. We good. We gonna be upgrading soon, motherfuckers. I'm telling you.
We're already in like a top percent of podcasters, because most podcasters don't even make it to episode 10. Yeah. We're on. Well, by the time you see this one, we got 3 sitting. So 14, 15, 16. This should be 16.
I think it would be 17.
This would be 17.
I think it would be 17.
So when we had 20 episodes, we're in like the 40%.
But our next episode, New Year's, it will drop Wednesday, right? Our New Year's episode.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we did any New Year's episode.
No. So
like when we record the New Year's episode.
We recruiting, I think we should drop that Wednesday so they can get the New Year's effect. I did say that word. I got lost in words.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been in my head lately this week, just plotting and planning for this year. Ready to go. I've got some things I want to do, make sure that I do. You know, you got to do the thing. The magic is in the work that you're putting off. And I put off a lot of work because I had other work that I had to do, and I was like, you know what I need to do for me this time. Yeah. Fuck everybody else. I'm doing for me.
Might as well. That's what you got to do. You and yours, bro. All day.
Yeah.
I get that.
You're fresh.
Thanks. Finally got me this for Christmas. No one got this hat today. Because I hate being old. I had a $50 gift card from somebody, Violet's sister. Shout out Miranda for that $50.
What the fuck, dude?
What? What do you mean, what the fuck? What?
Motherfuckers still get Christmas shit.
Dude, listen.
Shout out to my sister, my brother, my mom, and my dad.
Yeah, that's okay. Those are people.
And my niece.
If you had a girlfriend and you were good with her family, I'm sure her family would get you presents too. When you go to visit. You don't think so? I get them all gifts. They get me all gifts too. I don't know. I love Christmas though. I forget.
Bah humbug.
Yeah. Never mind. Never fucking mind. Jesus.
Christmas. It just does. It's. I'm not with the. I really hate like just days that people think they just change their lives for one day and then they go back to their shit. Like that's about the fakest fucking shit I've ever seen. I hate it. I hate fake shit. I hate fake shit. And holidays bring out the fakest in people. It's the craziest. Fakest. I hate fake shit. Don't be fake. I don't hate Christmas. I love Christmas. I get my son gifts. I buy him gifts, you know. Even if they could tell, oh, it's a pagan holiday. Well, I ain't celebrating the devil, and I ain't celebrating Santa. I'm celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, and I'm giving my son gifts, because when I was a kid, I got gifts. And if you're a kid, you want fucking gifts. Yeah. What kid doesn't want gifts? Like, shit.
Well, yeah, I get it. I don't know. I mean,
he's a very holiday person.
I celebrate all the holidays.
I know you do.
Can't wait.
Oh.
Going nuts. Easter baskets. Every Easter, you know what I mean? That's when you get the fresh outfit, too. You get you a fresh fit for Easter with a big basket of candy. Do that one.
You going to take your daughter to Sunday? Or Easter Sunday, like church?
I don't know. I mean, I don't go to church. I've been to church probably. I can count on one hand how many times I've been to church. But like I said, it's not that I don't believe in God, because I believe in a higher power.
I'm just wondering, because like I did all that, but like when I was a kid, I would wake up, go to church every Sunday. Christmas Sunday, we go to church.
Yeah, I never did
Easter
that.
Sunday, went to church. Even on Halloween, they have church type shit.
I never did that.
But it's weird.
Violet did, though, so who knows? We might. You never know.
Huh?
Oh, man. Well, guys, it's been a heartful episode, I feel like. We argued for a bit.
You got to meet us a little bit. That's what
you seen some. I guarantee you seen some serious faces out of both of us. Some fucking like, oh, I bet he's hot moment. Like, oh, that nigga's mad. Like, but even in any kind of debate, we come out on top as friends, bro. Because at the end of the day, who gives a fuck? That little shit don't matter.
I don't think
those things aren't going to affect us in our everyday life. Are you driving a Tesla?
I want to.
I mean, yeah, I want to too. And you want it to have a better battery source so you don't got to charge it?
Yeah.
Me too. So, all right. There we fucking go. Best friends, problem fucking solved right there. We both drive a Tesla. We want it to have a better battery where we don't got to charge it.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I do that. You don't even understand how often. I bet you do, because you edit the videos. I'll go back and pick up an empty can throughout the episodes, bro. I'm telling you. I do it so often. But like, subscribe, tell your friends.
Thanks for watching.
Spread the news.
Highly Unspoken podcast, the realest, truest podcast out there. I haven't said that in a while. I'm going to say that it's going to be at the very beginning, too. We're going to put that at the very beginning. Boom. So enjoy the podcast. I hope that you don't hate us because it was very controversial. This one was very controversial.
I don't think so. Just the beginning was a little talk back. Not everybody cares about Dr. Umar.
We might have got a little annoying arguing with each other to him, but hey, I bet you argue with your friends too.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I don't know. I don't know. We sit here, we smoke, we talk. That's what I was saying. Can you imagine? Then you get in these debates. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Bye. See ya.